Bro, I'm doing good, bro. Had a productive ass day. I'm feeling real good. I feel like when you start your day good, like started with something productive, it just snowfalls and you
Yeah.
keep being productive.
Hell yeah, man. You gotta eat the shit early, man. Eat the shit early, get it out the way. The rest of your day, you can do whatever you want to do. Hopefully, you still doing something somewhat productive. Like you don't want to crash everything in the morning, barely work on shit, and then fucking 2 o'clock hit, you just
Being
laying
a
around
dick.
like a fat ass. So yeah, masturbating, anything like that.
Hey,
I'm
I feel
trying. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to not say too many n words, and I'm trying to watch my profanity too today. So y'all, boom, you in the comments, count how many n words and count how many cuss words you do here. Okay, okay.
I'm
Keep
glad
us
we
accountable.
definitely. I'm glad we got out the way too, and the filler words as well. For me, it's the likes and the ums. But we can get right into this thing today, bro, because we have a great podcast. We have a great podcast. Boom. Do you feel it's appropriate? Because this is this is how I feel. I feel as if you're in a relationship with someone, do you feel like your partner has the right to tell you no?
I
Because I feel
mean,
no. Because I feel like she doesn't.
I would disagree only with the part where you said, does she have the right? She got the right to do whatever she want. We all humans. Like, it's not like, I'm pretty sure you're not trying to say you gonna strike her or chain her up if she does not comply. But I'm sure you mean if she wants to stay in this relationship, then she needs to follow your lead and go with things, even though she might not agree with it right off bat. Or if you suggest or you come to her asking for something, it shouldn't be just no. It should be trying to find a solution or trying to like find a different way to do things than just brushing it off and just saying no to you.
I mean, I feel that nah, but I feel like nah. If I tell you something, you got to do that shit. Damn.
Um, I wouldn't. I wouldn't go as that far as to say like, oh, if I tell you something, you don't have like again like I don't think you should want to have that much control over a woman. I feel like it should be more so, all right, have this request, you do it or not. If you don't, somebody else will. So I don't have to fight you to do it. I don't have to coerce you to do it. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying, try to convince you. It shouldn't be no convincing in a relationship. Everybody should want to be there for um, the reasons that they got into it. You feel me?
I definitely agree. But I was just playing devil's advocate a little bit though. But I totally agree. I feel as if you are in a relationship with a person and let's say it's a man telling his woman, not like telling, it's really just saying like, because everything you can say no to anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can say no. Like I can tell you, hey, go shut the door. Granted, even if it's beneficial for you, you can still say fuck no, I'm not shutting the fucking door, you shut the bitch.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel as in a relationship, should be a certain type of respect there between the man and the woman. So if it's a reasonable task, I feel like it should always be a yes, and I feel like it should be vice versa too. Like if a woman tells you, well, asks you to do something, that within reason, it should be a yes. Should it not?
Within reason, but I feel like as a man, you have more say to say no. Like it just depends. Cause what is your woman really asking you for? If it's not out of the blue, like if she's asking you, hey, stop going to the gym today so we can watch Netflix. Yeah, that's gonna be where when it's no. But if she's asking you to fix something for her or anything that's like kind of your role to do, then I don't see a problem with you just going ahead and taking care of that task as long as it's not taking away from your purpose and your path, because that's got to be number one in your life. Like I always say, God, purpose, self, you got to take care of those things first and then let her requests and all that stuff be attended to.
Definitely. And I like how you put it like it's something you're supposed to do. It's something that's in your job description. Like whatever you want in your female job description is hers. Whatever you're doing for her, like providing. Let's say she needs like $100. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like that's a reasonable task, especially if you're supposed to be the provider and she really needs this $100. I feel like that's when it shouldn't be a no, because then you're not fulfilling your job as a man. Same with her. Let's say her job is just so happens to be a stay-at-home mom, just so happens, and you want her, and the kitchen, like that should be something that should be clean because that's a part of her duties.
And my thing is, even with the whole $100 thing, to me, it's like if you're with a woman, it just depends on how far you are into the relationship. If y'all are really together, y'all one, y'all living together, yeah, y'all, your shit is her shit and her shit is your shit. So it's not even like, oh, she's taking this $100 from you. It's like, nah, she's taking it from y'all at the end of the day. Especially if both of y'all are putting 100% into the relationship to where, yeah, y'all might have separate accounts and maybe one joint account or whatever, however y'all do it, that's on y'all. But it should still be, it's our money because we are creating a family, especially if we're looking towards like having kids and stuff like that. Early on in the relationship, if she's not providing you no benefits, then you shouldn't be benefiting her in no type of way. And beyond just sex, it should be, I feel like feminine companionship is a valuable commodity and sex can be included into that. So if she's giving you that, it just depends where you at. Like, don't let your fucking net worth be $1,000 and you giving away 10% of it, giving her $100. Nah, I'm saying that just doesn't make sense because now you taking away from your net worth for something that's not really that valuable. I mean, it is a rarity finding a feminine woman nowadays. So yeah, feminine companionship is kind of going up, but it's still not worth 10% of your net worth.
Definitely. And with that, I feel like it just has to be a mutual benefit, a give and a take and a take. So a girl can't ask you for $100 if she's not giving that feminine companionship. And you gotta understand.
It should be, and that's just the base fucking benefit from a woman.
Literally.
You feel me? That's the base benefit. It should be other benefits she has, some type of skills she has, some type of way she can contribute to what you have going on.
Definitely, it definitely should. And notice how we didn't say it's not pussy for money, because I feel like that's a terrible trade. I don't know, like.
It depends on the trade-off of time. If you're the type of dude where you're not looking for nothing serious, you just want a quick nut for whatever reason, maybe to get you back on focus or whatever, and it might be worth it to pay for the pussy because regardless, a lot of men, they look at it like no matter what, you paying for pussy, even if like the relationship just changed. Like I think Ocho Cinco, he got that in his bio, like the relationship the relationship is just the narrative. You're still paying for pussy because it's that. But I feel like guys like that, they never had a woman that they felt was more valuable than just getting the pussy from her.
Definitely. And I feel like once you include that relationship, it's more than pussy. You're also getting the feminine qualities of being with a woman. Because just like being sick, I feel like one of the woman's job to heal you. Like when I'm sick, I want a woman by my side. That's just what I want.
I mean, anybody, you gotta be realistic with yourself. That's why I don't like all the women bashing. I don't like all these, we're going monk mode. We're not talking to women. Like that stuff is cool for maybe certain periods of your life when you're really trying to focus. But 9 times out of 10, like you just said, you get sick, you don't want your homies coming over. Like you want a feminine woman.
That'd be crazy.
Man. It's like even back when you was a little kid, it wasn't your dad taking care of you when you were sick. Only unless you didn't have a mom around. If you didn't have your dad had to. But and then again, that's a more feminine role for your more feminine role for your dad to be in. So that's taken away from him being as masculine as he can be. And that's the thing about not having a woman in your life. You are having to be both those roles for yourself a lot of the time.
Exactly. And I feel like it can take away from what you really need to be doing, what your focus really should be on, like saving the world, getting this money. You feel me?
The thing about, all right, how many masculine tasks I do in a day and how many feminine tasks I do in a day. Once you add a woman into that mix, a good woman, she can take away from a lot of those feminine tasks. So now you strictly masculine throughout your day because you ain't got to worry about a lot of the little tasks, whether it's washing the clothes, cutting the crust off your sandwich, and like all like the little more intricate details of life, rather than you can just focus on, hey, let me take out this trash, let me go chop these trees down, let me go work on this project, let me call the guys, boom, we're gonna go hit the gym. I ain't gotta worry about having clean socks and shit because my shit's already clean type shit. So having that woman there does allow you to be more masculine.
It does, bro. And I don't like the whole feminist thing either, bro. Since we're on the topic, when did it become such like a meaningless job to do the dishes and like cook? I feel like those are some of the most important jobs ever, bro. Think about it. What do you think if every man didn't have a woman? Let's say every man didn't have a woman. He had to do that to him, like he had to do these things for himself. That shit would probably be a lot on the man, bro.
Yeah, it would. Like I said, you gotta play both
Literally
energies in your life, and now instead of being as masculine as you could have been, and more so using that energy to do the things that masculine guys do, which is go out and conquer the world, save the world, fight battles and shit like that. And that's translated to we gathering resources and we taking trips, we exploring, we doing all these masculine things. But now if you, and even then it's gonna be points in your life where like no matter what, if you got a woman or not, you still gonna have to be in your feminine energy, whether it's you goddamn planting your garden, maybe your girl away, you tending to the fucking plants or some shit like that. Like those more so feminine activities. Now I'm saying we ain't trying to put labels on different activities, but y'all know some things is more feminine than others.
Exactly, bro. So for those out here, don't think just washing the dishes. Granted, it's an easier task. It's more self-explanatory than maybe running a business. But at the same time, these jobs are very important, bro. We're not gonna take away from anything
Because it gotta get done.
Literally.
And a lot of times, the more your girl in the beginning, because a lot of dudes, I feel like self-improvement guys, they kind of stick to talking about just like your average teenage white kid or whatever. He didn't exactly grow up in extreme poverty, but me, I come from a more of a community where, yeah, a lot of people was like broke growing up, so they did have to go through the extra struggles and hardships and stuff like that to learn. I forgot where I was going at that point. I'm not gonna lie.
It be like that sometimes.
What was we talking about?
Bro, we was talking about the roles of the masculine and feminine for real. But the original topic, it was your wife shouldn't say no to you.
Yeah, I'm like, he was getting far with that jump.
But that was some real shit.
Yeah.
That was some real
shit. I wish I
shit.
could finish that point because I had a good point to make with that shit, but I was lost.
Bro, but back to the original topic, bro. So yeah, I feel like with those things, your wife really shouldn't be saying no to you too much, bro, unless it's really out the way. I'm talking totally out the way. Like you might tell her to, hey, go pick up this tire and bring it around the back. If it's some shit, but if it's like some simple shit like around the house and you're masculine and you're doing what you're supposed to do, she should say yes, bro. Same with you. Like if she's doing her responsibilities, you should be doing yours. And I feel like that's when it really comes. Like everybody's giving 100%, bro. Because if one person's giving 100, one person's giving 50, somebody gonna get cut short, bro. And I feel like it's gonna be the same vice versa, bro.
Yeah, because it's just about being those polar opposites in your household. Like, yes, I'm the man, I'm gonna do what I need to do, and you're the woman, you're gonna do what you need to do. Things is different, times is different now, so of course roles get intertwined at times, but if y'all want a long-lasting relationship and always have that like fire where y'all always still attracted to each other, y'all gotta stay on y'all ends of the spectrum. A lot of relationships is more so you got mixtures now. Everybody in the middle, the woman in the middle, the men kind of in the middle, with the woman taking on more masculine roles and stuff like that. And men, we seen this shit when all that soft era for men and all that stuff was going around, and they want like we see the men starting to take on more feminine roles now.
Hell yeah. Oh my goodness. It was this tweet. You know that shit that when girls say, I'm just a girl? Have you heard of that? Like, bro, this dude said, I'm just a boy. When I say, I was like, ooh, you lost me. That is some of the most gayest shit ever. My nigga, you can't, I'm just a boy. Why would you call yourself a boy? Yeah. I feel like you're just insulting yourself. Like, ain't you supposed to be a man? Like,
yeah, and they be these big dudes. And my thing is, a lot of times, it's nothing wrong with being vulnerable and all these things, but you gotta realize it's gonna be a turn off to women. Women try to act like they like that stuff on social media, but then when it comes to real life, y'all walking down that dark street and you acting a little scared and she even more scared because she see you not calm, stoic, and cool and collected. You know what I'm saying? If you're not, yeah, she's gonna not be as attracted to you as if you were a more like, I ain't saying you gotta be like dirty, but just some more had a little grit, like had that dog in you somewhat to where you're not really
yeah, you gotta have that dog.
to where you got that presence of calm, like y'all can walk down that street with each other alone and she feeling safe because she know like boom, hey, he got them hands and he got that thing on him.
I'm telling you, bro. And speaking on that shit too, I feel like when you do your masculine task, that's gonna make her literally more attracted to you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like physically, like when she's seeing you do some shit, especially shit that other niggas can't do, or something that she knows she couldn't do, she's gonna like, bro. That's gonna make her wet, my nigga. It's gonna get her wet.
Mm-hmm. A lot of girls they be saying they wish guys were still building houses and doing all these other things, which you don't necessarily have to be physically building houses, but just being a man, working on yourself, going to the gym, chasing your purpose and increasing your attributes in every way possible. You know what I'm saying? Like looking at life like, oh yes, this is a game. I'm trying to make my character the best character that I can get. I'm trying to get to the top of the leaderboards when it comes to stats. And you know, what is stats nowadays? It's money. Like your status is based off how much money you got, who have you impacted, why do people like you and stuff like that. Like those are the things really affecting your status. And you can try to act like it doesn't matter, which we know like in the long run it doesn't matter if you have status or not. But if you're trying to have fun in this realm, in this capitalistic society, you're gonna need some status. And to other people they're gonna like you more just because like Meechyyy might not even have social media, but if he like comes around me and he knows I got 10K followers or something like that, then yeah, he might like me a little bit more because he know like subconsciously being around me is gonna benefit him in certain ways because I do have a following.
I feel that. I totally feel that. And I feel like you hit it on the head, but at the same time, bro, when it comes to all of this status, bro, I feel like people want it. I feel like people are just afraid to admit that shit, bro.
Yeah, everybody too cool to
literally.
Everybody too cool for school, everything nowadays, and that shit is just like a lot of people. They don't work on, and I know you want to talk about why people don't work on their fucking dreams and goals, but a good observation I've seen is that okay, I'm too cool for school and all that shit, and I know if I start this business, I'm starting at round one, and it's gonna be my first video. This gonna be like, I was this cool person in high school or in college. I played this sport, but I'm scared to jump in this lane of something that I actually really want to do because I know I got to start at the bottom, and that shit is just crazy to me.
Hey, it is crazy, but you got to think everybody, even the shit you were good, even all right. Well, I don't know. You might was a natural born athlete back in the day, but I'm saying like when you first, all right, great. When you first started football, was you the best? Like, was you?
I just could run straight fast. Like, I could run straight fast. Like I told you, I was. I think I told the story before here. My first football practice, I came in jeans. Everybody else had shorts on.
You already say that before. Now you already saying that before.
And they see me running. It was like, oh, I'm expecting great things from you one day. Even then, at the end of practice, they're like, all right, wear shorts tomorrow. So boom, I come back with jean shorts the next day. Like, come back with the jean shorts on, and they still at me at the end of practice. They're like, come on, we told you shorts. I'm looking at myself like I got shorts on. They're like, nah, basketball shorts. Like after that, I was good, but I had to get squared away. I was a rookie. I didn't know nothing about nothing. I didn't even know I was gonna be practicing that first day. That's why I had jeans on. I'm like, okay, football sign-ups, da. Never tried this shit before a day of my life. And I had to go through the motions, had to go through the growing pains. I had to suffer through the times where they're like, this nigga got jeans on. Like, niggas weren't really doing that, but I know, like, you know, behind, when the nigga ain't looking, niggas was definitely talking. They in there, like, when we in the lines and we doing drills, running down the field and shit, I know the niggas in the other lines have been like, this nigga got jeans on. Like, but, hey, I had to go through that and ended up being better than 99% of the people that was out there that day growing up through life. So, man.
Thanks, I feel you. And that's how it be. You never gonna be good at something when you just start off. Don't get me wrong, there's beginner's luck. You might can get lucky on some shit. But to be really good and be able to consistently do it, You're not, bro. And I feel like that's the trend, and especially when you were big time at this and then coming to something, you're literally at the bottom. And I know that shit can be a little embarrassing, but you gotta think, bro, everybody has to do it. Every single body, every great person, fucking from LeBron James to fucking Lil Wayne, you gotta start somewhere, my nigga.
Exactly. If LeBron wants to go play fucking,
I'll say bowl. Let him bowl.
I was about to say bowling. I was thinking dancing or something like. If he want to go be a fucking salsa star,
he might be good at that shit.
I seen him dance on the commercial, but let's say before he ever took a dance class, LeBron his first dance class, he's going to salsa. He got big ass feet. Now I'm saying like salsa is not two-step, it's like a three-step or some shit like that. So it's different from how we dance as black people. So I seen a lot of people when they I went to a salsa class, a lot of the taller dudes, they was having hella trouble, like they stepping on their partner feet and all types of shit. And it's cause it's day one, my nigga.
I'm telling you.
It was day one for everybody out there.
Exactly, bro. So just know you don't have to start at ground zero, bro. But it's the same thing with anything, especially you've been good at something before, bro. I feel like that's the easiest thing. That's why I do recommend everybody, bro, play a sport, especially you still in high school or younger, bro. You gotta play a sport. Do something, my nigga.
You're gonna learn teamwork, you're gonna learn work ethic, you're gonna learn discipline, all that stuff. And that all comes through, okay, I'm around these other guys, we gotta work together if we wanna win. The discipline comes from, it's gonna be days when you don't feel like going to practice and you still go and practice and you still go and perform, because you know a lot of these like you know, as you're not in no fucking private school or recreation where you pay to play, that shit is plug and play. Like if you missing 2-3 days of practice, somebody else was in your position on them 2-3 days, so you know it's best that I need to show up even when I don't feel like it.
I'm telling you, bro. And that's the thing I feel like a lot of people can't do, bro. They can't do those mundane tasks every single day, bro. And that's gonna hurt a lot of y'all, I'm telling you. Because even my life, bro, I do the same shit every fucking day. Yeah, granted, there's little hiccups, bumps, like where I switch it up. But there's 3 things I have to do every single day. And posting is one of them, my nigga.
My thing is, it makes it so much easier when you have those things that you would do regardless if you had if you were like chasing something or not, or like going on a journey or not. It's like, all right, if I had $0 or if I had $100 billion, I would want to be doing YouTube regardless. I would want to be helping people regardless. I would want to be taking risks and stuff like that involving money. That's where like stock trading and all that stuff comes in regardless. And I would want to be traveling regardless. Those are things I would do whether I have $0 or whether I have $100 billion. So I know these are the things I need to really focus on.
Hell yeah, bro. And
it makes the discipline easier.
It does, bro. Because once you get disciplined at one thing, that shit translates, bro. It goes to every other place. That's what we really here to tell y'all today, bro. So those things you have to do them every single day. Just like back when, that's why we say you should play a sport, bro. Because you learn that doing the same shit every day. Just like warm-ups. Yeah, you do the same fucking warm-up every single day. So when you get to practice, you know we doing this. Like, it's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
You do the warm-ups, and 9 times out of 10, like, yeah, each week you might add a few new plays, different things. But you're doing the same. Boom, we might do warm-ups, we might do a few team drills, then we go into individual positions, then we bringing it back together, then we working on special teams. You know, like it's gonna be routine. You know, it's gonna be, we might literally run the same play in a 2-minute drill for fucking 30 minutes, just back and forth up the field, everybody running, just practicing, playing under pressure and playing when fatigued and stuff like that. Like you might just be, and that's gonna proper preparation and practice that makes a perfect performance, man, every time.
I'm telling you, every single trip, bro. So real life, get used to doing the same shit every day. And the reason I brought this up, it was last week. I was like, damn, I don't feel like doing this shit today. And then I remember, well, first, nobody cares how you feel, my nigga. So really get that out the way. Nobody really cares. And then it was the same shit, like, bro, you got to be able to do this shit for years, my nigga. Imagine doing the same thing over and over and over for years on end. I feel like that's how you truly become great, bro.
Yeah, and that, as a man, you shouldn't even want a life where you, like, what are you hoping for out of your work to want into it to come? Like, are you just oh, one day, or do you have the mindset like one day I'll just have it all figured out. My business has made this much money, and now I can just relax, eat chips, play video games, and chill on the beach for the rest of my days. Like, is that what you really want out of life? Probably not. 9 times out of 10. And even if you think that's what you want, it's just to do nothing and talk to your fucking friends all day on the phone and some shit. You're gonna like one, your life is gonna be ending very soon, very soon, just because like you're not gonna be taking care of yourself and you lost your drive. I feel like a man, we thrive and we live off being ambitious, being able to work. You know what I'm saying? I used to think working, the only thing, like, I used to think working was a bad thing, like having to work hard, long hours. I used to have like a negative connotation with that. And it's because my dad worked in Philip Morris factory all my life growing up. Overtime, 14-hour days, and all that stuff. And I'm like, nah, he was doing what he needed to be doing. He just wasn't doing what the work he wanted to be doing. He was working those long hours, making somebody else rich. And nah, saying like we was doing better than most at the time, but it still was like doing back-breaking work to just to live average life, you know.
I'm telling you, bro. And that's another thing. Especially growing up in this generation, bro. Granted, we work hard, but even us, speaking to myself first, bro. Yeah, you work hard, but you can always be doing more, bro. You can literally always be doing more. So if you really think you're gonna get that happy ending lifestyle where you don't gotta do nothing, bro, one, you're crazy. You're probably never even gonna get there because you don't work hard enough. I feel like that's a big thing. And two, you really don't want that shit, bro. Because I was thinking about this the other day. All right, let's say you're sitting on the beach not doing shit. I couldn't imagine not doing the stuff that got me there. You feel me? You've been doing something for years at a time. Mm-hmm. So for one day for it just to quit, like, that's crazy, bro.
Definitely is crazy. It's not gonna be fulfilling. And that's the main thing. And a lot of people, they feel like, oh, it'll be so fulfilled. And like, to me, that's more of a feminine dream to be waited on. And even I don't think a woman would be totally fulfilled just not doing anything. They would at least want to be surrounded by family and still helping the younger generation out in some aspects. That's why a lot of the older women, you know what I'm saying, they might sit on their porch and they rocking chair, watching what the kids doing, or watching the neighborhood, or they babysitting the grandkids and stuff like that. Still living in their purpose, because your purpose is not gonna be one thing your whole life. It changes, it evolves as you evolve. So yeah, in their younger years, it might have been to raise the family while the husband going out to save the world. Then it changes to, oh, now she's helping the husband save the world because the kids are a little bit more grown and she needs some more time, something to do with her time. Boom, the husband, he basically saved the world. He just keeping up with the tasks, maintaining everything, and now she helping with the grandkids, watching the grandkids while her kids is trying to save the world again, you know?
I'm telling you, bro. And I feel like that's where true fulfillment is, coming that next thing, bro. We was talking about this earlier. That's all life is, bro, especially for a man. Solving problems, bro. You're literally just solving problems all day. And as a man, some of the problems, not even your problems, but they become your problems, bro. And I know you're the same way. Especially like for your mom and stuff, you're damn near the man of the house, and that's not even your house, bro. Mm-hmm. Like anytime your mom, who is she gonna call?
Mm-hmm. And even like I used to get so frustrated, even like when I was working at Amazon. My job basically was literally solving problems all day. Working for the inside of the warehouse, but like y'all see the blue Amazon vans and stuff that come in. I was the one that hit their company leaders up, told them what time they was coming in, and they cars would come in. I direct them in, let them in the building, and I help some of them take their stuff. And when they did have problems missing packages, they coming up to me. So, and we doing that all day until break, and then we doing it in the afternoon. So I'm just literally solving problems all day, and it that environment, I never minded really going to work because I had kind of like a sweet gig type of role, so I didn't mind going to work. And it's just like same thing with my family. It's like when you think about other people's problems and stuff like that, it will kind of overwhelm you. But it's just a lot of times it's just about breaking down the task. Like if somebody calls you right now, like, okay, I need you to help me change my tire, then I need you to take me to this place, then I need you to help me move this thing over here. Like that sounds like a lot. You're gonna start, if you think about all at once, you're gonna get overwhelmed. If you just think about like, okay, they need help with this tire and shit first. Let me make sure all these stuff she wants me to do ain't gonna take away from what I need to do. If it doesn't, then boom, then it's okay. But a lot of times, like especially like with the mom thing, a lot of us, we was forced into son husband roles because whatever circumstances that happened throughout life with your mom or whoever else or whoever raised you, whatever women are in your life, the how society is nowadays, it just kind of put a lot of young men into these roles, and it's like, yeah, if we all had it our way, we would all want our moms and stuff to find like loving husbands and shit. But we see how the world is today. They say it's piss in the dating pool, man.
I'm telling you, bro. And that's the case, but I feel like even so, even if you're a young man and you feel like you got to deal with all this stuff and all these other people's problems, bro, just break that shit down, bro. That's simple. Cause, bro, it's I promise you, we all go through it, bro. We all have similar problems. Like my mom needs something, first person she's probably gonna call is me, bro. My granny needs something, she's probably gonna call me, bro. And it's up to you to like figure that shit out.
Yeah, you figure that shit out, and don't be afraid to say no sometimes, because you do have to help yourself first before you are able to really truly help other people. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times if you are just the easy option, they know like, okay, I can call him, I can call him. You just gotta add some no's in there just to level it out sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So it's not they always calling for you.
And speaking of that, I feel like it's so important because that goes back to a previous topic. That's why it has to be like 100% in relationships, even like your women friends, bro, even women around you. Because if you let them, they will abuse that. Like, if I know I can call this nigga and anything I need, he's going to pick up immediately and do that shit, bro. Shawties will start using that, bro. They will start using it and they will abuse it. That's why I said with anybody, you have to give them enough.
Yeah, you got to have just those boundaries. Like I said, man, God, purpose, self. If you keep those things first and just think about that every day, it's gonna be easy when you are making decisions. And of course, we no one wants to leave their people stranded. You know, like especially if it's someone that you do fuck with. But when it comes to like women and stuff, it's good to have women around you, but you still have to just vet them properly. Even if you don't think she's gonna be someone you're gonna take down the aisle, she still needs to be vetted properly before she has that access to you where she can call you for something. Because if she doesn't, like if she's able to call you for something, you should be able to call her for certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like if she has certain benefits that I don't know, like if she typed really good or whatever the fuck you can get out of her, then that's cool. Or even if it's just, like I said, that female companionship, all highly successful guys spend some time around feminine women. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that keeps them going. It's the drive. It's part of the drive. I always like to say, even if you are in a relationship, grind like you're single. Like you have to grind. You keep that mindset up like you are single. Like you still in this world competing with the highest males. You don't want to look at your friends and they all broke and you're like, oh well, at least I'm doing better than them. Like, nah, you need to hold yourself up to a higher standard.
I'm telling you, bro, because that's a way for you to become broke, bro. If you're just trying to just be above your friends, bro, like and I feel like that's no way to live, bro. I feel like y'all should be trying to elevate each other. Like if you know your nigga broke, shit, make sure you not broke first and then try to help this nigga. Maybe not give him money, but be like, yeah, you should maybe start getting into trade, doing something different.
Get him, yeah, like if he's a lot of times niggas don't be willing to learn, bro. And if you do have friends and they are willing to learn, then you can teach them how to fish, or you can just put ideas in their mind, whether it's like, hey, you able to do this, or boom, maybe he got a laptop or a PC set up and he just catching dust. You can give him hints, little ideas and stuff. But At the same time, focus on yourself. And if they are your friend and a real friend, they're gonna be motivated regardless. They see you do it. If they see you become successful, they have no option but to eventually start taking on some of them traits. I was listening to Wall Street Trapper the other day. He was saying like in 2022 he was operating in chaos, but he still kept it cool. He had like just a lot of problems going on with his business, and all through it he still operated like none of that was happening. He just kept his head down and kept working and never let it affect him. Never let he got this I think he owed the IRS like 1.1 million or some shit like that. That was just one of the problems that in 2022 he had. He was like he had all these problems. Then he get to the end of the year and the IRS hit him for 1.1 million. And through all that time, he lost people. He lost his whole team except for one person, and he moved his cousin in with him because he needed someone around that he could trust. And his cousin told him like, I watched you go through all of this stuff and you didn't waver not one bit. You stayed stoic throughout this whole process. So I know I can do it too because I seen it happen.
Hey, and I feel like that's some real ass shit, bro. That's some real ass shit. And those, I feel like those be the more serious problems, bro. Like right now, y'all problems don't even be that bad, bro. I feel like it don't. I look at my problems really not that bad, bro. Not compared to 1.1 million. That's
yeah, you know what? Them IRS is gangster. They not like they hit you about that money. They really serious about stuff like that. So that's a whole big headache in itself, especially if you don't have that capital. Luckily, he probably had the capital because he in the stock market and stuff like that. So he got the capital, but at the same time, that just comes from operating correctly. If you operate correctly and you have a business that's growing and you're making untaxed income, you got to be putting some away from them taxes because them tax bills is going to come regardless. And it's best in that. Like you can do little tips and shit to get around certain things, but give them people what you own.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro, because they gonna come for that money, bro. And you don't want to get no fraud case, man. This nigga, bro, have you seen the new video of Herbert?
Oh, like, I just seen people saying he was drunk and he was doing some shit where girls was walking up to him. Like
it's called 20 Women versus One Guy. Some shit. And he was drunk as a bitch, bro. And you got to think, now we can go back to that funny Marco incident. Bro, whole time, and I think Adam 22 said this shit. The word on the block is, he's going to prison. He's going to jail.
3 years.
And he really just don't know how to cope with that shit. Like, because think about it. If you know you finna, this is fair. It's not like, because jail and prison, two different things, two different. That nigga Cat Williams said 22 felonies, no convictions. That real nigga.
I feel like when it comes to Turbo's situation, we see what happens with so many dudes, man. If y'all watch Snowfall, man, you seen what happened at the end with Franklin? That's the extreme example. What's happening with Herbo is still kind of an extreme example because most people don't get the luxury of, you get this amount of time before you have to go to jail. It's like, nah, nigga, you got convicted, boom, you're going to jail. So I don't know how he getting this luxury to be out, but I feel like he's just in limbo right now. Yeah. Of course, he's trying to dot his I's and all that stuff and make sure his family and his kids is going to be good while he is away. And a lot of that can be stressful, but the thing is, when you go to that vice, when stress comes, that vice becomes the crutch. It becomes, I need this because every time I don't have it, the fucking problems come back to my mind. I start getting stressed and overwhelmed. And instead of attacking the problem, breaking it down, like we said earlier, I'm just running away from it and avoiding it.
Hey, and I feel like that's exactly what he's doing, bro. He's trying to cope with that alcohol, bro. And I'm telling you, it's not a good look. It's not really. It's just making. I feel like that instance, it's just making you look bad. Like hopefully the judge don't see none of this shit. He's like, you fucking drink it. You're not helping your case at all. You're not helping your case. I feel like the best time, spend time with your kids, bro. Yeah, you still got to get money and stuff like that. Spend time with your kids. Spend time with your woman. Pray she holds your ass down. She holds you down when you in jail, making sure everything's good. But I feel like in this case, you really gotta face your problems, bro. And that's with anything, with anybody, bro. So many people run away from their problems, bro. And just speaking to myself first, I used to do this, bro. Run away thinking they gonna go away. No, bro. Problems don't just magically go away. Either you gotta face them shits, bro, or that shit's gonna be in the back of your fucking head, just sitting there, bitch. And you can try to use alcohol, any kind of drugs, but as soon as you sober, that shit right back, bro. And now you just you just kind of looking kind of dumb and I feel like he's just making his image look bad, bro.
Yeah, he's making the image look bad, and he's also making his problems worse because even comes down to the money he's spending or just the moves he's not making because he is drunk or because he got people looking at him a little bit crazy right now. Those is not helping you in the long run when it comes to making sure you have the proper relationships, that your kids and wife is still gonna be good while you're in there. Like his kids is gonna be good regardless. You know, Ari, she's doing her thing, and Tiana, she is Fab daughter, so she's gonna they're gonna be straight regardless.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think Fabulous stepdaughter. I don't know if it's his daughter, but yeah, so she's so his kids and all that stuff is gonna be straight. I just think he's more so dreading the actual process of, I have to go into jail, have to deal with being in jail for years, and hopefully get out with some good time. Maybe it's a Fed case, so probably I think he got to do 85%. I'm not sure, but
yeah, at least.
Yeah, so he's gonna be in there for some time, and he just got to deal with it. He's probably gonna go after the holidays.
Some shit like that. Hell yeah, I would think some shit like that.
Which that is privileges he's getting right now. I'm not saying most regular people do not get these privileges. That's why I kind of don't be feeling sorry for motherfuckers. You've been successful for so long, you should have cleaned all that shit up. If this shit was going on early on, you should have cleaned all that shit up, fired all the motherfuckers that was still dealing with illegal shit. Whether it's the homies that's oh yeah, we still on the block, man, we need that load. I know you can bring that shit in from Cali on the private jet. Or the ones that I'm saying, boom, we can flip your money you already got, use these credit cards and yada yada yada. You should have no, let's do this the fucking legit way. I got all these eyes on me. I'm lucky I made it out of Chicago as a teenager alive. Let me motherfucking straight arrow from now on.
I'm telling you, bro. And I understand, I see it from both sides too. Cause just like you can take a kid from the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out the kid, bro. And we get it, bro. But you gotta think, you can't act like you're the only one that's been through stuff like that.
You gotta grow, bro.
Literally.
Fuck that, bro. You gotta take that ghetto out your damn self. And me personally, I was watching somebody and they were saying yeah, you should stay in your hood and well, not stay in your hood, but be the change you want to see in your hood, by the block back and all that stuff. Certain people should not do that. If you got problems from the people that are where you from, or something that might come back and catch up to you from your past, stay the fuck far away from that shit and anybody still associated with that shit.
Hey, or especially you can't say no to people, bro. I feel like that's a big one too. Mm-hmm. Especially if you can't say no, you can't go back. You can't. There's no way.
Them niggas was already looking at him iffy and basically just using him as the cash cow. Some nigga Kyra was talking about he didn't take the homies to Jamaica and all that bullshit. I'm not Jamaica, Egypt.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
But they, Herbo, he just gotta deal with it. He just gotta stand on business. Hopefully someone's around him that's not a yes man, bro, he needs to slow down on drinking, or at least not go on these people's platforms drinking. That's one thing you ain't never gonna see from me, unless the platform is based around everybody me on Drink Champs, I might take a shot. But if it's anybody's platform, or I'm just doing interviews or this, that, and the third, I'm trying to be as clear-minded and concise as possible. That's why we don't come on here drinking. We talking about self-improvement. How could we be talking about self-improvement actively fucking sipping and doing the opposite? We fucking unimproving ourselves at the same time. We still up here, we might got some juice, or we might got some or we got water. It's not gonna be, maybe we on doing it after hours, late night, and we got some girls or something. That shit might be different, but we're not everyday drinkers. We're not alcoholics. And me, 9 times out of 10, if I do have a drink or two, you're not gonna be watching this shit damn, Jay, you drunk as fuck right now. Like I wouldn't even want that associated with my name. I think about I got nieces and nephews and future kids that's gonna be watching this type of content. You know what I'm saying? Generations and generations from now, they're gonna be looking back like, damn, what was our great grandpa Jay you doing? Damn, he was on the podcast drunk as fuck. Like, he don't know what he's talking about right now. He uses so many filler words and and
bitches.
Yeah, like that's why I do want to continue to improve myself, improve my vocabulary, improve the way I speak, improve the words, my word choice and stuff like that. Cause I don't want to be known for fuck shit, bitch, nigga. Like I don't want to be known for that. I want to be known as like a good speaker. I want to be doing a TED talk somewhere someday. You know what I'm saying? In front of hundreds of thousands of people in stadiums, like really helping people, even going to prisons and talking to dudes and stuff like that, like and showing them, bro, you can grow. Cause I done been through this shit. I done been through the want to be a little gangster, robbing, shootings, and know what I'm saying, other things. Know what I'm saying, like I done
prostitution.
Nah, I ain't doing none of that. Like, I ain't doing none of that. But like I done been through this shit, and I can show a nigga like, bro, you can really grow. Like you can really change your whole shit. It all starts in the mind.
Facts.
Gotta change the thinking.
I totally agree. And another thing, when people, my little brother be watching this shit, bro, and I be thinking like, and the thing about Herbal, he be fucked up. Like when I watched the video, but I literally watched that joke last night. I was looking at it, I was like, my nigga, this nigga is drunk as a bitch, bro. Like I'm talking, he's not driving. There's no way this nigga's getting behind the wheel drunk. Granted, don't drink and drive at all. But I'm talking like he is belligerent, like damn near slurring words, saying, you can tell when the nigga's really fucked up because he doesn't have a
You're dumbing yourself down, man.
Hell yeah.
When you do that and you going on people platforms and stuff like that, you're not making yourself. And I know PTSD and all these things, but bro, you have to find ways to heal that isn't hurting you at the same time. Like it's not even really healing. You're just masking your pain. Like you need if he don't feel comfortable going on a platform sober, he probably should just stay away from that platform.
I feel you, bro. And I know, it's probably make the time go by faster, or it's probably more fun. But at the same time, bro, if you don't want to do the shit, don't do the shit, bro. Don't do the shit. Because I feel like now he's not helping nobody for real.
Yeah, because I'll say, the interviews I've seen of Herbo, when he's sitting there, he's sober, he's clear and concise, he's very informative. He's giving his experience. It's not nothing that you can just clown him about, because you don't. I don't know. I like rappers that aren't always fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they do better. A lot of them think they need it to be creative and stuff like that, but you don't. But if your first song you was drunk and on lean when you first got in the studio, you gonna think you need that shit every single time.
And speaking of that shit too, bro, you might think, oh, he's just trying to get out of the system because he won't be able to drink in person. Yeah, you won't be able to drink in person by the same time.
If you won't, nigga like that, you a star, you got money, niggas making hoops all through that motherfucker. Yeah. Fucking toilet wine and shit like that. Like you'll be able to drink if you want to. You fucked up too, but it's not worth it. You getting in there getting lit with a bunch of niggas, like a bunch of niggas and a bunch of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Alphabets, you feel me?
I'm telling you, bro. So I feel like that's one of the places you might want to get your mind right before you even get in that bitch. So you already know it. Yeah, you got to do this thing. Come out better, bro. Come out better. Come in there knowing like, all right, I got to do this. This is just something I'm going to have to do type shit. Like one of them manly things. Mm-hmm. Got to come in there and do it. Get done with it. Boom.
I'm trying to tell you, bro, Pooh Shiesty gonna be the realest nigga when he come out of jail, bro.
I did hear that. I did.
He gonna be the realest nigga.
Why you say that though?
I don't know. I to be honest, I don't really know. Just from what I've seen, the pictures I've seen of him, he looks very healthy. Know what I'm saying? He won't never really own. He was on like the gangster shit, which he shouldn't have been. But he gonna grow from that. You look like he got like some Muslim brothers around him. So hopefully he's learning a little bit more about himself and growing while he's in there. But just the fact that he held it down, he went through his shit. Every time you hear him speak, he's not on no animosity type shit. He just shouts out to people that's still fucking with him while he in there and stuff like that. I think he's using his time wisely.
Facts, as you should, bro. Because you don't got nothing but time.
I know dudes that went to jail whole time they was in there like, no, like you think you roll a blunt for them or something when they come home and they're like, shit, I was smoking every day in there. Like, bro, how the hell is you smoking every day in jail? Like, you know how much like prices inflated on everything. You know what I'm saying? Prices inflation like a motherfucker in jail because it's hard to get stuff in there, and a lot of times people be smoking spice and K2 and all that stuff. Like a lot of that, why people think Kodak fucked up, Molly and then K2. Like he said he was smoking K2 and like probably like the perks and all that shit too. But it's that Molly that he was doing early on in his career, and it's that K2 he was smoking while he was in jail. That shit, like yeah, he's a smart dude. He got a mind, but he be tweaking sometimes, and it's because of all them drugs.
Hell yeah, and that shit trained your brain chemistry, my nigga. If you think that shit not effective.
That K2, man, that shit, they said it gets in your spine. Like, it gets in your spinal cord, into your nerves, so it can come out when you get too emotional, whether it's like mad or sad or excited, so you can get high off it all over again. Cause that shit is real serious. Like,
yeah.
That's why, like, they was saying, I think I was listening to Ant Glizzy talk about somebody he knew that had did it and it was fucked up the rest of their life, like as far as like just their mental.
Yeah, stay away from all that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit would literally fuck up your mind, change your wiring and shit, bro. Stay off. Don't do drugs, kids. And if you know you got to do some shit like that, bro, get your shit together before you go in there. Like, for real, get your shit in order, do your push-ups so you come in there and you ready, bro. Like, you ready. Your mind already know, like, this is what I have to go through.
Because there's going to be a lot of bullshit. You got to think. It's like, boom. Everybody, if you watching this, you probably had a regular job or something. Or maybe you was too young. You never had a regular job. But just think about your school. It's his own little world, man. It's literally its own little world. Everything going on outside of it. The people outside of it, they don't care. For the most part, the people outside of it don't care. Just like your job, especially if you work long hour shifts, it becomes its own little world. It's drama, it's people fucking with each other, and all type of shit going on. Jail is a version of that, but much worse because there's only guys in there. You know what I'm saying? It's its own little world. It got its own economy. It works its own little way. It got rules within the rules. You know what I'm saying? Like just things you can't do, things you can do. So it's best to either find people that's not with the bullshit or just stay to yourself. And he's a famous rapper, so people gonna want to be around him. He ain't gonna have to worry about problems and stuff because nobody, G Herbo, nobody gonna wanna fuck him up unless they just want some crash out type shit. And he's gonna have people that's gonna want to, just cause they think like he might put them on a remix or something when they both get it out. Like, nah, I'm saying people they might get a shout out from him or even some money, which is kind of extortion. But nah, I'm saying he gonna be protected, but it's gonna be so protected that anybody who got some shit, they gonna want him to know about it. So if they got weed, if they got alcohol, if they got this or that or third, he gonna have access to it. So you need a strong mind going into it.
I'm telling you, bro. But the best thing, bro, stay out of prison.
Yeah.
In your life.
Don't commit crimes. Understand what you are getting into. If you want to get into some white collar shit, understand. Like, if you hire the amount you doing, if you don't have a good lawyer, you could be doing some time, bro. You gotta think, if you got millions of dollars in stolen money, it's gonna be some time. Now, if you cashing out a bank or two here or there, like fucking with up the institutions, which I'm not telling you to do, I still see that it's like, okay, you going at the matrix at that point, you know what I'm saying? But people's credit cards and stuff like that, you affecting people directly, you know what I'm saying? Or if you fucking up people's bank accounts and shit like that without them knowing, that shit's kind of fucked up too. So, you crashing out people's credit, all that bullshit. Don't be doing all that. Ideally, you live a straight and narrow life and you find it's so many ways to get money. You really don't have to do no illegal shit. So you find a glitch, hit that shit and, you know what I'm saying, do your thing.
I'm telling you, bro. But at the same time, the amount of money niggas put into doing illegal shit, you can do legal shit, bro. Like, you can do legal shit. That's why I do it.
not even just the amount of money, but the amount of time and
effort.
the effort. That's what it is, because it's gonna. You gonna have to learn some shit. I'm saying, regardless, even if you making fucking fake checks and shit, you gonna have to learn how to do the proper procedures, what equipment you need to buy. All the shit is on Amazon, but like you even if you shit, it's all types of shit that you can do, but you still gonna have to learn. Even if like the niggas that's making the P80s and stuff like that, know what I'm saying, with the 3D printers and stuff like that. Even though it takes time, you gotta learn how to do it correctly if you want the shit to function right, which that is not illegal, but if you're selling them, it becomes illegal. You can make your own gun and shit like that. You just can't be selling them without serial numbers and shit. That shit illegal, so don't do that shit. But, yeah, like, just try to live a straight and narrow life. You know, if you find a little glitch here and there, you might want to take the risk to get the biscuit sometimes, but just understand there's so many ways to do things nowadays. Sometimes, like, let the risk you take and be, okay, I've been working this job for a while, let me take a risk, take some of the money that I made from this job and invest it into some shit, or try to start this business venture, or try to do this thing over here.
Hell yeah. And that's smart risk, bro. Smart risk. Because risk reward in everything we do, bro. You got to be thinking about that. Risk reward. Fucking this bitch. What's the risk? What's the reward? The reward, I get a nut. The risk, I might get burnt.
Selling switches. What's the risk? Fucking 10 plus years in goddamn fed time, you know what I'm saying? I think it's 10 plus years per switch. Like,
Goddamn.
that shit is crazy. Like, don't be fucking with no shit like that. If you want some more rapid fire, go get you a G-Flex trigger or something like, or a binary trigger for your AR. Like, don't be doing all that shit to get fed time. And I know you're trying to protect yourself out here, because that's the reason I believe anybody is trying to even get a switch. They trying to protect themselves because they already out on the streets and other people got them. But you know what I'm saying? If you switch your environment up, bro, if you hanging around niggas that's putting you in dangerous situations, get the fuck over from around them.
I'm telling you.
They don't value their lives, they're not gonna value yours.
They don't at all. They don't at all. And especially you with niggas that's doing dumb shit, bro. Don't hang out with them niggas. And that's a big thing for me, bro. You always got a choice, bro. Like, okay, let's say you don't live in the best neighborhood, bro, and all the friends doing hood rat shit, bro. When they start doing hood rat shit, bro, take your ass home, bro.
Boys in the Hood, bro. Boys in the Hood. One of the realest scenes on that motherfucker when that Ice Cube and them, the Cuban Gooding Jr. He was in the back seat. They ready to go slide on the niggas because they killed Ricky and shit. They ready to go slide, bro. He crying in the back seat like, he said, let me out the car. Because he realized he won't trying to risk that shit, know what I'm saying? At first, he was just as mad as everybody else. He won't thinking straight. He thinking emotionally like, yeah, come on, let's go get him. Then they get on the way. And Ice Cube and them, they ain't say he was pussy. They ain't call him, they ain't say none of that shit. They just let him out the car. Because he said let him out the car. And that's the type of dude you gotta be. If you know your friends are gonna go do some dumb shit, tell them stop the car. Tell them drop you off on, know what I'm saying, here or whatever the fuck. Because 9 times out of 10, it's not worth it. And the thing about it, shout out Wallow, because that nigga, like, know what I'm saying, I remember he was talking about he forgave his brother's killer. I think it was his brother. Like, that shit is real shit. That shit is, it take more strength to do something like that than it does to, oh, let me go get a gun and go crash out. Now my life is fucked. My dead homie is still dead, and I ruined another family's shit too. Know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wins in them type of situations. You just creating cycles, because now, oh, damn, they peoples want to get back, and now you got what's going on in damn near every hood in America is still going on.
I'm telling you, bro. And if your so-called friends make fun of you for not wanting to do some shit like that, bro, they're not your friends. Simple as that.
Them niggas is lame. Them niggas is some niggas you don't need to be around. They just show themselves. Like, to me, anytime that I was doing something and someone around me didn't want to do it, then, oh, it's cool, bro. You don't have to do it. I'm not looking at a motherfucking any different. I'm probably would be the type to start thinking about, damn, should I really do this shit?
I'm telling literally.
Like, a smart nigga gonna do that, know what I'm saying? Rather than got somebody that just would want to follow the crowd and, oh, I listen to this certain type of music and I think this how I'm supposed to be because it's supposed to be cool or whatever, or I think I need to get some money and I don't want to know what I'm saying, be a good Samaritan and sell some water bottles or some shit. I want to try to go get some quick shit because that's what I see everybody else doing. But you gotta realize everybody doing them quick shit, doing shit quick, they get burnt out, they end up back broke, or they end up dead, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. Like I be saying, bro, this shit is a marathon, bro. People be thinking it's a 100-meter sprint, bro. I promise you, it is not. It is not. Unless you really want some crash out shit. Now, if you want some crash out shit, it is 100. It is 100.
Work hard. Like, you want to get rich as quick as you possibly can, but don't. No, I'm saying take dumb risks, take calculated risks.
Facts. Even when you do get rich, bro, this shit not over yet, bro. This shit not over because just how, bro, niggas be. I was talking about this the other day, bro. But I'm on the football field doing my thing. This nigga talking about some, yeah, I'm hood rich, and I start thinking. Nigga said he hood rich. What the nigga? You can go back to zero, nigga. That's all that shit means. Like, yeah, you might got some money now, but what happens when you get like 30, 40, my nigga?
Let me tell you what hood rich is, man. Hood rich is the stuff I got costs more than how much money I actually got. You know what I'm saying? That's what hood rich. Hood rich is being stupid. Oh, I got a nice car, I got nice clothes, I got everything in the world, but I only got a couple $1,000 because I bought all this shit and I got all this jewelry. I look rich, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I look rich. People want to be around me because I do got money. Yeah, I got something coming in, but I'm not really growing my shit. I'm not really, you know what I'm saying, really rich. That's the Asian man walking down the street that you didn't know was rich because he got on a regular ass fit. The whole time his net worth is 20 million.
Hell yeah, exactly, bro. And that's why I don't get. I feel like people be settling for so much. Like, yeah, who wouldn't want 30K in their bank account by tomorrow? Everybody would. But if you knew what it came with, let's say you get this 30K, but you
end want it till that bank call your ass, and now you on that line like, I don't know how that check got in there. I didn't do that, and now they, I'm saying, like, that shit is just, it's too much because it's gonna fuck your credit up, bro.
Every single trip, bro.
If you crash your credit out, let it be for you and something you want to do. Like, if you like, fuck it, I got a 750 score, I'm gonna go get this 30K loan, and I'm not gonna pay it back, and I'm gonna start a new life in another country, then hey, that's a whole different thing. Like, if that's your plan, that's your plan. But don't let someone convince you, yeah, we can get you this quick money, and then next thing you know, they give you a little bit less than what they said they was gonna give you. They running off scot-free. They put a 30K check in your bank account. They took about 10K, gave you 20, and now you gotta deal with the bank. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, bro. Your shit say negative 30K, like. And then they're not, I promise you, they're not gonna answer the phone. My name, you might as well not even text someone calling.
Niggas just call scammers for a reason. Literally, you know what I'm saying? They do their thing and they bounce. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you think fucking Yak and them used to come up to Virginia all the time? Because it was so green. You know what I'm saying? He got locked up here for fraud and stuff like that. It was so green. I know a lot of dudes from Florida, it's a bunch of different methods and scams that they pull up here in this part of the country because you got a lot of old people, a lot of retired people, a lot of people that don't know about shit, what's really going on out here. So, and like stuff catch on here a little bit late than it does down there. So they are already a few steps ahead when it comes to the scamming.
I'm telling you, bro. So don't fall for none of that shit, bro. Don't do it, bro. But that's gonna be the end of today's episode, man. Just want to say thank y'all for watching to the fucking end. We fucking love you, nigga.
Yes.
I broke every single rule, but I did it for y'all. I did it for y'all.
I think we cussed a little bit up in there, but I think we did a great job today, man.
We didn't say nigga too much though.
Yeah, we didn't, my nigga. Like, it's not even saying nigga. It's just wanting to use other words and wanting to like expand your vocabulary because some people might be turned off bad at words just because they don't speak like that and stuff. And my thing is, I want everybody to hear me. I want everybody to understand me. I don't care if you don't understand me or if it does turn you off. I don't really care. But I know it's part of my personal development journey to, learn more words, use different phrases. That's why I'm learning other languages now. I'm trying to go crazy. International, man. A mystery.
Hey, yeah. Finish start saying amigos.
Yes, sir, man. But as always, we love y'all. We out.